Hello everyone, this is Hong Pro. Today the U.S. stock market closed with a very heavy atmosphere. It wasn't just a minor dip. A terrifying report was released that shakes the very foundations of the market. Let's start by looking at today's closing figures. The Nasdaq fell 1.33%, the S&P 500 dropped 1.04%, and the small cap, heavy Russell 2000 plummeted by more than 1.6%. The most striking move was in cybersecurity. On news that AI can now autonomously fix security vulnerabilities, CrowdStrike fell 9.85%, and Cloudflare recorded a massive 8.02% decline. It didn't stop there. Financial firms that lent money to software companies are also in trouble. Ares Management fell 6.97%, and Blackstone dropped 6.24%. Sparking fears of a systemic financial crisis. 2. Core Analysis. Citrini Research's 2028 Global Intelligence Crisis. So, what exactly was in this report that shocked the market so much? I'll break down the core of the 2028 Global Intelligence Crisis report by Citrini Research in a way that's easy to understand. First, the paradox of abundant intelligence. Until now, our economy has functioned because human intelligence was scarce and valuable. However, as AI becomes smart enough to replace human labor, corporate productivity will explode. But the people who lose their jobs will no longer have money to spend. Second, the birth of Ghost GDP. Thanks to AI, factories will run perfectly, and national output, GDP, will look great on paper. However, those profits will flow only to capital and AI owners, not to workers. The result? High GDP numbers, but an evaporation of consumption as real people stop buying goods. Third, the death spiral. Improved AI capability. White-collar layoffs. Reduced consumption. Falling corporate revenue. More AI adoption to cut costs. This loop repeats until the S&P 500 potentially crashes 38% from its peak by 2028. 3. Investor strategy. Align your portfolio with a changing world. In the face of such a frightening scenario, what should we, as individual investors, do? First, experience the speed of destruction firsthand. Don't just read the news. Try the latest AI tools like Claude Code yourself. Feeling whether your own job or the companies you invest in can be replaced is the most accurate indicator. Second, distinguish real winners from victims. Infrastructure, specifically semiconductors, remains strong. Even in a crisis, AI computing must continue. On the other hand, existing software services or simple intermediary platforms are at high risk of being replaced by AI agents. Third, monitor the developer job market. Coding is the first frontier AI is replacing. If companies freeze hiring for developers, it's a critical sign that the white-collar crisis is spreading to the real economy. 4. Closing. The report from Citrini Research isn't a guaranteed future. It's a thought experiment. However, today's market drop reflects the deep anxiety that this scenario could become reality. In an era where intelligence is becoming abundant, is your portfolio safe? Don't just fear the change, be the investor who studies and prepares to turn this crisis into an opportunity. If you found this helpful, please like and subscribe. This has been Hong Pro. Thank you.